Hello artists, today we're going to make a perspective line fall drawing. So for your art, you're going to need a ruler, a pencil, an eraser, and a Sharpie for outlining. Perspective drawings can be quite challenging, so it is important that we use a pencil and an eraser to start out. And with your pencil, make sure that you're drawing really lightly. This way it's easier to erase if you've made a mistake. So try to draw light with your pencil, gripping it lightly, drawing lightly. To start out every perspective drawing, you're going to make a horizontal line across your paper called the horizon line. The horizon line is what separates the ground from the sky. Here's an example of one drawing I did. The horizon line is this horizontal line right here. So let's add that to our paper. I'm going to do it not quite halfway. I'll move it up a little bit towards the sky. That way we have a bigger area for our land and the sky is slightly smaller. So going ahead and drawing that horizontal line across my paper. The next thing that we need to add for a perspective drawing is a vanishing point. A vanishing point is something that helps us decide how things go back in space. The vanishing point will be in the middle of your horizon line. So if I measure my paper, it is 12 inches long. Halfway between 12 is 6. So I put a dot at the 6. So this is my vanishing point. The vanishing point sits on the horizon line. Next up, we are going to draw the lines. These are the lines that show the field. It's like a farming field that grows things, so we're going to draw those lines. To draw the lines, we need a ruler. So you're going to start with drawing a line that goes from your vanishing point down the center of your page. Next, you're going to draw some other lines. Every single line you draw needs to start at the vanishing point. So your ruler always needs to be lined up with that vanishing point. Now, instead of drawing a straight line down, you're going to angle your ruler outwards. So starting at the vanishing point, I make a line going down, down, down to the bottom of my paper. Next, I'm keeping the top of my ruler at the vanishing point, but that line's going to continue to go outwards towards the edge of my paper. So I'm making another line that goes outwards. And then you're going to do it again. I want you to do at least 4 lines on this left side of your paper. So I keep going. Ruler is always resting on the vanishing point. And then I'm drawing a line to the edge of my paper. I'm going to draw one more line starting at the vanishing point and going to the edge of my paper. So you've drawn 1/2 of your field. Next, I'm going to do this side. So I'm going to repeat what I did on this side, except for instead of angling my ruler towards the left, now that you're on the right side of that vanishing point, you will angle your ruler to the left. So is my ruler going to go this way? No, it's going to go this way. Starting at my vanishing point, going to the edge. Now when I do my next line, is my ruler over here? No. Top of the ruler always stays at the vanishing point. Next, we're gonna keep going, and I'm gonna try and have this match the left side that I did. It does not have to match. It does not have to be perfect. I'm gonna do 2 more lines on this side. Take your time, go slowly. Okay, so here is the bottom of my hayfield. We can see that just like if you imagined you were standing in the middle of a road, you can see that these lines get smaller as they go in the distance. So these rows of crops or corn or hay, They're getting smaller as they go on the distance. This is perspective. Next, we are going to add some hay or pumpkins into our field, or you can do both. I'm going to show you how to do both. If you are adding hay barrels to your field, the hay that's closest to us is going to be bigger. As it goes back into space, it gets smaller. So the hay barrels or pumpkins that are close to us, what are they? Bigger. The ones in the distance are what? They are itty bitty, they're small. In the middle, they'd be medium sized. So I'm going to teach you how to draw a hay barrel. We're going to start in the front. So the front ones are bigger. You'll start with drawing an oval and then 2 lines coming off of the oval to create the side, the top and the bottom. Now to create this side, you're not going to do another oval. You're going to do a curved line that matches this line. Not a straight line. Nope. Curved line to match this hay barrel. To add the details, you will do a swirl in the oval and then some lines to make this look more realistic, like it's hay that's bound up and rolled up. So now I'm going to do one in the middle. And the hay barrels in the middle are what? They are medium sized. So I draw a medium sized oval, 2 lines coming off of it, curved line in the back, spiral, and then some of those lines for details. Let's try one that goes way back into space. So itty bitty. I draw a tiny oval, 2 sides, curved edge, spiral, and lines for detail. So big, medium, small. Now, if you want to try drawing pumpkins, here's how I would do a pumpkin. Pumpkins that are closest to us are going to be bigger. So I start with a pumpkin shape, add a stem, then I'll draw a few lines to show details of that pumpkin. Next, I'll do a medium-sized pumpkin. So this pumpkin is going to be smaller than the one that was closest to me because it's going back in space. It gets smaller as it goes back. Small pumpkins, you can put some way in the background if you want to. And then you can continue to fill your page up with as many hay barrels or pumpkins as you like. Maybe you're doing a painting or a drawing that's only pumpkins, then that's fine. Maybe you're doing one that only shows hay barrels, that's also fine. You get to choose what you're adding. If you have a shape that goes in between a line like I did, I just used my eraser to simply erase the line that was going through it. So I'll continue adding some of those later. Right now I'm going to show you the background. What I'm doing for the background is drawing some rolling green hills. So I just do some curved lines for that. A sun in the middle. The sun's going to be setting in my art. So I draw a curved line, some lines coming from it. And I'm going to draw another mountain here. The mountain is overlapping the sun a little bit. So I'll go back and erase that. Maybe you want some birds flying in the distance. Okay, I'm going to add a few more hay barrels and pumpkins, and then we're going to outline.